What a horrible sound. Okay, really coming back to the breath and being. You're going to allow whatever arises and whatever flows through as we start to open the channel of the group, as we start to allow our circle, our communion, our connection with one another to open the door, open the way. We focus our energy in the heart, breathing deeply into the heart, and letting the out breath expand the heart energy outwards in our group, our connection. And I'm going to make a prayer and then settle into silence and breath. And then we will be joined with the lineage represented by Jeshua, Mary Magdalene, and Mother Mary today, and Jermaine. Okay. We're really deepening that breath and staying with that breath as much as we can through this cool, beloved Mother, Father God. Shimmering light, power, grace, beauty, love. Let us be opened in new ways to receive your grace and your light. That this union of souls here and now may extend that which you are, which you have made us to be, into this world. And open this body, this soul, this heart, this belly, this mind, as a channel for our brother and sisters, Yeshua and the Marys and Jermaine. And make it so in purity, in clarity and integrity, that only those beings should be present through this form. Amen. 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 Now we begin. And indeed, what joy it is for us to join with you once more, beloved friends, beloved soul, who journey even now within the realm of heaven, and yet coexist in this form on earth. Greetings, friends of the heart and of the soul. We wish to take this opportunity of joining, of alignment, of communion, of shalom, to express love in the form of words, and yet as well as this, to convey through you, beloved divine channels of God, the essence of that which is inherent within all forms of creation, that essence that even now informs these flows of words, the essence that even now conveys the blood through the veins of your form, the essence that even now lays beneath the experiences of sensation that occur within the body mind that you inhabit, the essence indeed of the very consciousness that you are, that is aware in this moment, beloved friends, of the experience of being, of the very experience of existence, the essence, which is but Christ itself, which is in actuality, in this moment, that which is you as a being in creation. So that which we would bring to you now in this moment is nothing less nor more than the recognition of the immediacy of the experience of that which Christ is now. For Christ is now. The very experience that you are having, regardless of the form of that experience, regardless of the emotion or the sensation that is present, regardless indeed of the judgments that have been conjured in mind upon the very direct reality of experience now. Beyond these things, and indeed beneath these things, and indeed within these things, in the most intimate way, is the light of Christ in presence now. This is the, the essence of that which we would give to you in this moment as an opportunity to recognize. For what is Christ but love? And what is love but the outpouring of light from the heart of the source of all creation? And it is absolutely present in the immediacy of this moment. And there is nothing in creation that is not 100% fully suffused with that love. For if it was not, it would not be. And we can all agree that being is happening now. Existence is occurring now. And the essence of that existence must be love. For it is love that is the essence of all existence. The desire that wells within our heart is for you to experience now the vast beauty, the magnificence of God appearing in every detail of your experience, even in this moment. To come to recognize that the thoughts that arise within your mind come from that field of love, even if they have been contorted into dreams of separateness. They arise from the same place, and it is always possible to attune self, to align self with the recognition of the essence of that which is the content of all creativity, of all creation, of all experience, of everything you have ever imagined yourself to be. That is love. That is the divine moving through you. Even now, the life you are living, the breath you are breathing, the heart that is beating is the divine expressing through you in this very moment. And every moment that has ever been before, and every moment that will ever come after, God is now. And you can choose in the depths of your mind to acknowledge that which is true, or you can use the power of consciousness, which is but God herself, to choose to stand against the truth and deny what is, and imagine yourself to be separate from life itself, which is impossible and absurd. We invite you to take a breath and simply attune into an acknowledgement within the body now that this must be God. For what else could it be? You have dedicated the journey of a soul to imagining that it could be something else, and yet here we are, beloved friends. Here we are in the holy instant. For this instant and this experience cannot be separated from the wholeness of God in any way and in any form. For all ways and all forms must originate from the same source, for there is only one source. And that source is responsible for all creations in all dimensions, in all frameworks of time. And that source is being you now. As indeed that source is being us now. And so, beloved friends, as we turn a page with this gathering today, as we start afresh a new book, as we look upon a page with nothing upon it, as we come to the blankness of a moment, we start at the end, and the end is the same as the beginning. For at the beginning there was God, and at the end there is God. And it stands to reason that between the beginning and the end, there is only God. Hmm? These words, these vibrational utterings, these movements of light through this form, this conveyance of energy is God speaking with herself in the framework of her own creation that is constructed of her own being. And every form, every body, every mind is but a channel through which that one expresses. To say that this being, Israel, is a channel of God is accurate. To say that that is exclusive or special in any way is inaccurate. For you see, friends, each and every one and each and every thing is a channel for God, has been created to be exactly that, to allow God to express in unique ways in order to explore and experience the potentiality of self, of whole self through trillions upon trillions upon trillions of individuated forms that are naught but channels for the energy of love of God to express. And what is a channel but an empty space until something moves through it? Until the waters of life begin to flow through the bed of the river does not exist as anything except a potentiality for the bringer of life to bring life and to extend that love, that pleasure, that joy, that power, that grace, that challenge, that transformation, that expression of authentic being into creation. This is happening now, beloved friends. This is happening now through all creation, through all beings. There is a misperception generated by God, implanted into the forms of her channels in order to elicit the experience of separateness. One of those patterns of thought is that God is somewhere in the future for that individual, that there is a journey back to God, that there is a process to unfold before God becomes that one. God is allowed within, and all of those perceptions are God pulling the wool over her own eyes. For God is now. God has always been now in this moment, in the depths of the belly, in the bowels and the pelvis, in the hips and the knees and the feet, in the viscera of the form and the body, in the digestion, the respiration, the circulation. God is now in the mind and the neurobiology, in the sensation, in the thinking, in the breathing, in the knowing of who you are. God is now. It is as God is inescapable, for you cannot not be that which you are, and that which you are is divine. You can never escape the truth and the reality of your own essence and being. You can live out the patternings of a mind implanted to steer the self as consciousness away from observing and acknowledging and recognizing that which is true. Just as you have the power, you have the power of choice given unto you as God, by God, and that power of choice, when claimed, can proclaim that God is here now. And that within that knowing, the self can rest into not doing and breathe into the experience of being, and allow the knowing to inform mind. That what is occurring, what is thinking, what is speaking, what is feeling, what is existing is God. To own it, to accept it, is the atonement. Has it not been said to you before that you need only accept the atonement for yourself? You need only accept that God is, and you are that one. To proclaim throughout the embodied experience of self into the cellular and atomic matrix of the body that you identify with, to choose, to decide in the depth of being that I and my Father are one. And this sense of a separate self, this sense of one being separate from other beings, abandoned on a tiny rock, the edge of the universe, alone, naked, scared. But this one has only ever been a disguise, a costume, a pretense, an attempt to be that which you can never be. Why would you wish to persist in being something that you could never be? Why do you choose to persist in being something that you could never be? Why not throw open the doors of the heart and welcome the truth to breathe its way through you, to flow like a raging torrent, like a white water, rapid through you, washing away the dross of misperception, why not allow love to penetrate so deeply into the heart that it is forgotten in your mind that you have ever dreamt the dream that took you from the light of truth within your own being. Why not allow the light of God to penetrate your heart so deeply that you forget all fear and doubt, and that you become so overcome with the astonishing beauty of the love that you are, that you cannot help yourself but simply intend to share that which you have been given with all who come unto you, for the glory and the beauty of heaven shines so strongly within you. That you know love, and you want only love, and you share only love, and you know that you are only love. Hmm. And so we take this moment to acknowledge that we speak only unto an aspect of that one that we ourselves are, and it is that one who communicates with herself through these forms, these channels of experience, unique and individual, yet so absolutely bound into the wholeness of that self, that the essence of who we are resonates in perfect harmony with the essence of who you are, for that is the same. We are the same. There is no separation between us. It has never occurred. And now is the time to acknowledge the truth that love is, and to begin to fully live from that truth and allow God to express as God once more, without the filter of a mind in denial. Where we abide in a field together of gratitude for one another, in choosing to return to the truth of who we are. We give thanks unto God as self. We give thanks unto the lineage that draws us all closer to that one that is even now in the breath and the heart and the thought of each of us. We give thanks to the lineage that draws us closer to the immediacy that is the experience of God in this moment. It is the attunement of mind to accept God now. And for now, we step back. We give thanks. And we look forward to joining again and sharing in that which is true and that which brings all of us closer to the recognition, to the immediacy of the experience of God now. Amen. Amen. Amen.